So, it looks ever more like a done deal for Melania Trump and her son Barron Trump to relocate to Washington, D.C. at the end of Barron's current school year. At least, that's according to President Donald Trump himself. In an interview with Bloomberg News, the president said that 11-year-old Barron has been admitted to a good school in Washington. With Trump saying that the school issue is settled, it would seem that Melania and Barron's move to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is a done deal. However, the president declined to say which school Barron will be attending, presumably starting in September. Barron and his mother have been living in Trump Tower in New York City since Trump's inauguration. The White House has insisted that they stayed in New York so Barron could finish out the academic year at his current school. But the fact that the President and First Lady have been living apart has raised questions on several key points, about the state of the first couple's marriage, about the millions of dollars that New York taxpayers are shelling out to provide security at Trump Tower, and about Melania's slow start to assume many of the basic responsibilities of First Lady. Questions about the health of the Trumps' marriage reached a social media boiling point of sorts this week when Melania, or someone who had hacked into her private Twitter account, liked a tweet that referenced her husband's inability to construct his promised wall between the U.S. and Mexico but suggested he had been more successful in constructing a barrier between him and his wife. Melania's spokeswoman Stephanie Grisham told the Post that the First Lady had nothing to do with liking the tweet and didn't know her personal Twitter account at Melania Trump had been used. Grisham added that it wasn't clear if the account had been hacked or if a person with approved access to the account had liked the tweet. She added that Melania Trump isn't her primary account anymore, FLOTUS is. While the White House has long insisted that Melania and Barron would move to Washington, D.C. in September, the Vanity Fair story raised doubts about whether the move was really going to happen. That's because the Trumps had not announced a D.C. area school for Barron as of the April 21 online publication of the Vanity Fair story. A well-placed member of the Washington education community furthermore told Vanity Fair that the Trumps had not yet applied to some of the schools that typically educate children of presidents and other Washington elites. "There's been no Barron will be going to my school sort of dish one might expect," one parent told Vanity Fair. In noting that Barron is by most accounts said to be a sweet and well-behaved boy, the story quoted Grisham as saying that the couple were still looking at a few schools for him in D.C. Now it seems that the couple are looking no more, according to the president. In response to a question from Bloomberg about whether Barron will like living in Washington and in the White House, Donald Trump said, "I think so."